Whakalofalahi atu ki motolo osi, tau lilifu, tau takitaki, tau whanau aonga mo he matulu, a tau mga whaoa. Whakaue, kua hohoko mai ki he kaenga menga e 5 aki he makatau TupuToa. Ko au, ko Fitisemanu, ko takitaki lahi he mataku TupuToa. Ko ai whiwhini Pasifika whanau i Nusilani mei he ohe, Niue, Samoa me Pālangi. Ko karere aku mihi kia tātou katoa. E tu rangatira mai rā, tēnā koe. Ki te watemata he tere mai rā, tēnā koe. Ki te papa e horo mai nei, te nohonga o Ngāti Whātua o Ōrākei. Nā mihi nui, hui, hui mai, tātou katoa. 3 years ago, I stood here as the new CEO for TupuToa. There were 29 partners in the room and an audience of just over 200. It was uncomfortable, frightening even. I'm not someone given to delivering speeches from a lectern to large audiences. And yet, here we are tonight, celebrating our 5th Gala Dinner with more than 130 partners and 800 plus of you in the room. I'm still not comfortable delivering these speeches, but I'm not afraid. And I'm not afraid because I have seen what we do works, and you know it too, because you're all here tonight. Already this year, we have signed 6 new partners. We have 8 sitting on contracts, and the interest is high from many others. To me, that isn't just an acknowledgement of TupuToa or the work we do or the work that we have done. It's a commitment to our vision, which you have all bought into, a vision to grow more Māori and Pacific leaders for a greater Aotearoa. Committing to a vision requires trust, and that's what I want to talk to you about tonight. COVID-19 tested us all in ways that we could never have imagined. But we trusted. We trusted our leaders, we trusted each other, we trusted our whānau, we trusted our colleagues, when we trusted our communities. And it's because of that trust that we can all be here tonight and share this moment together. Up until 48 hours ago, we didn't even know whether we could have tonight. But as a team, we were ready to shift dates, to go virtual, to do whatever it took to make this event happen. The latest lockdown required us to turn our end of program face-to-face leadership wānanga themed Brave Leaders this year into a virtual experience with all of our interns dialing in. We did it, and we did it in 3 days. My sincere gratitude to all our speakers, many of whom are here tonight, and to the interns for being so gracious and accommodating. Tonight, I simply want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A number of you here tonight have been with me all the way on my journey as a CEO. I could not have wished for any greater support. This Gala Dinner has become a time of sharing heartfelt stories, the triumphs, the challenges of the interns and the alumni that we serve against all odds. In the last 5 years, we have placed 680 interns, with more than 80% of those interns securing employment or a grad role. These days, we also share partner stories at our Gala Dinner. Thank you to Rochelle from Fletcher's tonight, because the impact of our collective work doesn't just change the lives of our interns, it changes the lives of their whānau, and it is changing the culture of workplaces throughout Aotearoa. Our influence is growing far and wide, and while some of our interns still find themselves a rare brown face in a workplace, that is starting to change. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting TupuToa. To our partners, thank you for trusting our amazing intern and alumni, the future leaders of this great nation. And to our interns who in many ways place their trust, their future in our hands, I want each and every one of you to know that we never take that trust lightly. To trust unconditionally is an act of love, and it's in loving acts that we can make a difference. Your support and your trust has never let up throughout 2020, without a doubt one of the most challenging years in all our lives. We saw partners retain their commitment to TupuToa and to our vision, even though their own businesses were hurting. We saw resilience in our interns and our alumni. We saw firsthand that their culture and their upbringing enabled them to deal with the impacts of COVID-19 in an incredibly mature way. Honouring that partnership with you is important to us. So we pivoted, we adapted, we drew on our resilience and collective strengths. We stuck to what we know, and what we know was relevant. We flexed while upholding our values. Rather than stand still or tread water, we grew and we developed some new projects. With Microsoft, we initiated a project which has a vision to upskill thousands of Māori and Pacific towards rewarding careers in technology. Thanks, Vanessa. With a grant from Sky City Community Trust, we plan to develop a Māori and Pacific recruitment platform, as well as share our magic and our model with others. With Te Puni Kōkiri, we launched a Māori cadetship program to support Māori aged 16 into full-time roles. We would love to extend this program to Pacific peoples as well. We just need some funding. No pressure on my minister here tonight. Thank you. And you're sitting next to our accountant, so we just need a little bit of funding and we can flip that and do it for Pacific. The world learnt so much in 2020. We saw the very worst and the very best of people. Many outside Māoridom and Indigenous cultures started to see the relevance of concepts such as whanaungatanga, kotahitanga and kaitiakitanga to our lives today. Most of all, I believe we have learned what really matters. He tangata, he tangata, he tangata. It is my hope that these lessons we retain for the future. We've been doing a little bit of our own learning at TupuToa. Over 5 years, what do we know? We know our program works. We know that our rangatahi are hungry for opportunities, and we know you, our partners, want them. So we can't stop just here. We need to assist them as they climb the ladder. If we look at our alumni, they hit the workforce at around 23 years of age. In 10 years' time, at 33, they'll still be in the early years of their career. We will pilot an early career development program this year to help alumni on the next steps of that ladder. It will include some career mapping, self-actualisation, leadership development, mentoring, executive and cultural coaching. In our strategic planning session with the board last year, we hit an aha moment when we considered that what our vision would look like fulfilled in a decade's time. We envisaged our Māori and Pacific alumni in CEO roles across the country, working to build a more productive and inclusive country. Now I've got a challenge. Can I ask those of you that are here tonight who are CEOs or any member of any C-suite or executive leadership role to please stand? Stand. Just stay standing for a minute. I don't know about you, but I've never been in an event where there's so many big hitters in the room. So we honour you. Our future is in your hands. To the interns here tonight, remember these faces. Thank you. It is our goal that in 10 years' time, we will see a significant number of our alumni standing alongside you, or even, dare I say, with respect, instead of you. While we are seeing change for Māori and Pacific and professional at an entry level, there is still far and few between the further up you go in the hierarchy chain. This is our next challenge, to see a greater level of diversity at senior roles across corporate Aotearoa and the public sector. We are confident that with your support, we can achieve this, that we can be a country that is not only diverse, but truly inclusive, a country where our people feel they belong, where they can bring all of who they are into the workplace, where they can realise their full potential. That's when we will become a greater Aotearoa. So coming back to tonight, there are so many people in this room to thank for bringing this event together. We're especially grateful for the organisations and the individuals who donate their time, resources and services. And among them here tonight, I'd like to acknowledge Yellow, who have given us a home for the last 4 years, Datacom, who've given us a home now in Wellington, Salesforce New Zealand, who are reviewing our whole system over the next 3 years, Simpson Grierson, who look after our contracts, KPMG, who do our audit, and PwC, who look after our accounts, all of which they do free. The magnificent and the unique virtual whakatau that you experienced when we began was so co-created with Accenture. Their technical expertise alongside our team's cultural knowledge, talent and creativity enabled us to honour the spirit of welcome regardless of whether we could meet in person or online. The possibilities to extend that process to our Pacific cultures and other Indigenous cultures is huge. I'd also like to thank our partner, the Clemenger Group. 2 of its 8 agencies, Kalenzo, BBDO, produced the intern profiles tonight. They are also filming our event for the first time ever. And in closing, a very special thanks to my team for their continued support, love, passion, and commitment to service through the roles that they honour every day. Each of them contribute to the fabric, to the magic and the mana of TupuToa. To my board, thank you for your continued support, guidance. I leave you tonight with the words of a renowned anthropologist, Margaret Mead. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. Nō reira e mihi ana, te ngākau kia koutou katoa. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.